checking what her hamstring length is in the beginning so we can see how this works. Okay, so we're going to start out with, we're going to come up, it's called the 90-90 position. So we're going to come up to where we're kind of at an end range here, and we're looking, it looks like 40 degrees, okay? You okay?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to do the contract, relax first. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to have her squeeze down into my hand, and I'm going to do an isotonic squeeze all the way down through the full range, and I'm resisting you. Okay, I'm going to do that 3 times. Okay, go. Oh, you're so strong.
I would get a cramp.
Right?
Right.
All right. Okay, now we're going to relax. I didn't do it fast. But now you can see how the hamstring's length has changed. Now we're at 10.
Significantly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So what that is we fatigued that muscle and it
Now,
inhibited itself by doing that. So that's contract, relax. Hold, relax is the opposite, where instead of doing an isotonic, we're going to do an isometric. Okay, go. Squeeze. And relax.
I don't think my leg has ever been that straight.
So and now we're essentially at 0 now.
Yeah, you're at 0.
Okay, so you
just
see
by
how
doing that fast.
yeah, it's that fast because we just caused that muscle to neurologically impede itself and turn itself off so it can fully relax.
So is that gonna just help her stretch, and then
Or
we
stretch,
can
yeah.
stretching,
So you combine that with stretching.
and then it'll not be as tight from there on.
So
Okay.
that's a quick fix, but the stretching afterwards will
Stretching.
create the plasticity.
The
of it.
plasticity. So we
Okay.
have a sustained stretch on it. Say, I may hold her for 2 minutes, but I don't have to stretch her quite as hard, and we're gonna get way more out of it. Because a lot of the time when we are stretching, and if we didn't do that and we just took her right into a stretch, the pain of the stretch would cause that muscle to contract to try to guard itself, and so we're gonna lose range actually. So by doing this, we contract that muscle, we get it to shut down, contract, relax, and then we come up and get more range of motion.
Do you want both knees up for like the hamstring specifically? Because if her right leg was down, wouldn't
Yes.
because that would create a little bit more rotation at the.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a semantics thing. You can do
Okay.
it either way, but by having that leg down, you're going to prevent that hip going into a posterior pelvic tilt, so you're going to get more target on those hamstrings
Mhm.
and less rotation of that pelvis. Okay. So, and there is the reciprocal inhibition. I use this. Sometimes I'll use them in combination. So, you can push into my hand. So we're going to contract the quads and then stretch the hamstrings. And sometimes I'll use the combination of all 3. And look, I mean, she's at full range now.
Monica's like,
Whereas
what?
before, and let's compare left and right. So we've got carryover on the other side. So their side's even better. So I mean, she was firm at 40 degrees when we first started, like firm.
That's basically it.
But everybody has residual tone in their muscles, and that is like a neurological thing. And so if you were to cut off that nerve that mediates that tone, then essentially that's what we're doing is we're sending we're activating the muscle spindles and the Golgi tendons, and saying, we're just like adding input, proprioceptive input, and so we can get those muscles to relax. And that's it. Simple, and it's amazing, huh?
Yeah.
That's what I told you yesterday about how to get more knee extension.
Grab my foot.
But
That's
you can do
crazy.
this on yourself too. I mean,
So
you
then you can
can
follow that one to stretch.
you could put a block under there, and you could squeeze against it in that position, and hold that hamstring, and then put a strap on your foot, and then pull it into a stretch. So, I mean,
And over time, that would stay like you were talking about with plasticity.
plasticity. But this is just like a concept of just knowing how our wiring is done, and understanding the neurophysiology is why that works.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of that. Put the hoop around their foot afterwards.
Pull it down.
And
See?
pull with that.
And now you can touch your toes.
Now you can touch your toes.
So that's it.